Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for joining us. Today we're talking about money that you literally set on fire. So blow money is defined as hitting the like button for the YouTube algorithm. But for our purposes, we define blow money as an amount of money that each individual gets just to throw away, and it's supposed to be small enough to where if literally set on fire, it doesn't burn the house down. Literally. Other terms used for blow money are fun money, burn money, splurge fun, wiggle money, flex fund, or flex fund. So blow money, the purposes are pretty wide out there, and we'll jump into some of those right now. The overall goal for it is to allow for some financial relief and flexibility in your finances so that each individual person, if you're married or if you have a partner, they can have their own personality whenever it comes to your finances. They can do what they would like to do with some money within reasonable bounds. The other major goal for blow money is to capture some of the smaller categories that you really wouldn't make a full-on category for. So let's say that you consistently eat out every single day whenever you're going to work. So you go to lunch, you always go to this nice little Indian restaurant that's right down the corner. They serve amazing food. You know the lady at the front desk, she's so nice. But that's a consistent purchase every single day, something that's more or less predictable. That would not fall under blow money because you can predict it in your budget. Now, if your coworkers just say randomly, it's Taco Tuesday, we're gonna go get some tacos, then you can go get tacos if it fits inside the amount of money you have for below money. If you have just an inconsistency, you brought lunch but you just want to eat lunch with the coworkers, then go ahead, use it under blow money. But in reality, if you're eating at Taco Tuesday, it should be like maximum $10, and that's because you ate a lot and tipped. Another example is if I wanted to hit close to the heart about exactly what I'm thinking of when I came up with this category. If I wanted to buy a tool that's like $5, $15, and it could either get here in 2 days or I can just go out, run, grab it, and pick it up, and this tool is mine now. It's not really worth having a huge conversation about or reorganizing the entire budget in order to figure out where we're going to get $15 we didn't plan on spending. I'm just going to put that under my blow money. And subsequently, if I wanted to, say, build a bench that was going to have a table saw that sits inside the middle of it and everything would be framed out perfectly as well as it'd be able to roll, that's a larger expense. It's somewhere in the range of $200, $300, depending on what kind of table saw you get, because wood is cheap. But that would be something that you start a budget for, you start a plan for, you figure out what the expense is going to be, and then you allocate that over a period of months or 1 month in order to get that project done. So that would be an example of a category, while the small little tiny tool is just going to be under your blow money. The other aspect of having blow money, especially when you have multiple people in the house, is in order to allow for some people to have a bit of independence whenever it comes to their spending. So as the self-proclaimed tyrant of all things money in our house, Nicole will agree.
Oh, that's coming up. Yes.
Am I the self-proclaimed tyrant of all things finance?
Self-proclaimed. I wouldn't call you a tyrant. I would call you the mastermind.
Sure. That's a nice way of putting it. Okay, that's it. I do want to make sure that we're following the budget that we have set in place at the beginning of each month. And I do check in periodically. I am a hawk over all of our finances. But whenever it comes to smaller, tiny little expenses, I'm not going to really bat an eye if it's like $5 here, $3 there. As long as it's overall in the course of the actual month, getting reined into a certain category that we both agree is in line with our financial or other goals. So let's just say one of us is out and is looking to buy like a head massager. And of course it's not on the list. We don't have a category called head massager. So if that person just wants to buy it, regardless of anything else, they can just put it under their blow money and move on about their day. It's not a huge decision. It's not a huge conversation-worthy topic. I'm typically the one who just kind of goes out and buys some tools for whatever projects we're working on in the interim. So I'm the one who's typically going to the hardware store in order to do stuff like that. But there are other cases. So if you're at a grocery store and you see a product that you'd like to buy that's not necessarily food, or if you go out to a convenience store and you just want to buy a bag of chips because you hadn't eaten that day, you would just say, I'm just going to put that under blow money. and it's something that I want, something that I would like to have right now. I can use this tool called money in order to fix a problem that I see has a solution right in front of me. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And that's pretty much the end of the conversation. So essentially, just having this money that we both agree is a small amount of money, but still meets our minor needs, it allows us to have that type of flexibility as independent people so that we don't have to call up a budget meeting for everything. Logistically, there are a couple of other things that we do with our blow money. So the major example, or the one that happens most often, is if we get a financial gift that's directed towards one person versus the other. So if one of us receives a financial gift and it's pretty much meant for that person to maybe do a specific thing, or in order to just enjoy, here's a certain amount of money, then that goes towards that person's blow money. If we get like a ridiculous amount or a large amount, then we talk about it, what we want to do as far as our financial goals go. If it's a significant portion of our income or percentage of our income, then we'll consider it that way, and we'll probably put it towards our financial goals. But overall, if there's an amount of money that comes directly to one of us versus both of us, then we put it towards our blow money. If it's coming towards both of us and it's not a huge amount, we probably just divide it in half and put it towards our blow money. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. The other aspect of it is it allows flexibility in overall budget items. So if we're having a tough time or a large situation happens in our household, there's an emergency that's happening that takes up the entire emergency fund, which hopefully that will never happen. Then, when something happens like that, we can just take some of it out of our blow money by talking to each other. Here's how much money was in your blow money fund. Here's how much is in my blow money fund. Then we can consolidate that to tackle the overall financial goal of the moment. The other aspect is if we just want to go eat out, but there's no more money in the restaurant budget category, we're not going to reallocate the entire budget in order to put more money into eating out. We're just going to go eat out and place it towards our blow money, just divide it in half, or if one person wants to treat. Every now and again, that's nice. The other side of it is presents for each other. So there's like anniversary presents, there's birthdays, there's Christmas. All those kind of necessitate some form of gift giving, no matter how much Nicole says she doesn't want anything this year. We decide an amount that is reasonable for the occasion, and we place that towards our blow money. As in, here's the normal amount that we would get each month. In addition to that, we're going to tack on this much money in order to purchase a present for each other. That lets the person know here's what your reasonable cap is as far as the actual present goes. And if you go over budget on our cap, then it comes out of your blow money, and it's understood because we've already set a cap. Over the course of multiple months, you can also stack up some blow money in order to purchase those presents if you see them coming long enough away. So right now, we're in April, next month is May. It is less than 30 days from our anniversary at this point. So obviously, if I'm thinking of a very specific present that I think is going to be over budget, I can just stack up my blow money in order to purchase said gift. But like I said before, blow money is supposed to be an insignificant amount of money. So if you have a significant want to get the other person, you're likely going to want to talk about it. So if it's like $1,000 of technology, or if Nicole wanted to like remake my shop for me with a bunch of tools that's all over the place, we would have to talk about it financially before we spend that much money on one individual present. And if it is a large expense that we want to do and we want to agree on that, then we make an overall budget category. And when we have that category, we don't have to use blow money for those expenses. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and hit the like button. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell to get all the notifications about our finance, fitness, and family-centered goals. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.